You're on camera
Now
everywhere you
it's,
look.
now it's recording. Hear that microphone?
I can hear your voice all over everywhere.
Now it's on.
Listen real close, you may hear something else.
I gotta listen to it all day, and I'll get to hear it all. There's no better voice that I'd rather hear, Patty, than yours.
Right. Agenda. In 6 minutes.
I went today,
Got it in my phone.
He's always late.
Yeah, that's what I'm, maybe it's on the back.
He exercised with you, Patty? She didn't listen.
Chris did today.
It's underneath.
Was
my
that
paper.
today? I seen you coming from the
Underneath my
gym.
phone.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute, was that today?
No, it was. My
Looks
legs
like it
are
was.
still jello. I hadn't been in about a
I
month.
could tell
and I
you
was
worked
like, I
hard.
was Sucking
She
wind.
was, yeah. That's awesome.
My trainer's like a 25-year-old kid. I'm
Do
like,
you go to anytime?
Anytime.
Okay, yeah.
and he's great at what
Jeremy,
he does.
how many you need for?
Forgets that I am not 25.
Right. Is it Honeycutt? Yeah,
Gotta
he
get
plays ball with
100%
my husband.
to pass anything.
Good guy.
Yeah,
he's
he
probably
is.
older than that.
Dave will be here.
Well, he's younger than my daughter, and she's
He'll be here.
33.
Okay, so he's pretty young.
Yeah.
Is it hot in here?
It's
or-
hot. I'm humid. It's humid, very humid in there, yes. Like, I've already taken my shoes off.
Smart.
Has council said who they're putting on here?
No. I need to
Because
start that conversation.
Wheeler's been off for.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they've made a decision or not. I'm gonna do this all night with my pen because I heard somebody loves it.
I didn't say that I loved it. I said that's all you can hear on the recording.
That's just maybe my tick. I do that. I don't
I
know.
know.
Morse code messaging.
She was listening to the minute. She's like, Jeremy goes, that's worse with these now. I'll put my pen down. How about that?
Matt Wheeler's really bad about that. In the trails meeting, and I have to tell him, like, you're gonna have to stop that.
That lady is so,
Does he listen?
look at her hand.
He does.
Your guys.
In the yellow.
Cold.
I'm not sure if that's being respectful or he's scared.
I was gonna say, Dave, have you not met Kendra? I'll introduce you guys. We're just waiting on Dave Eggers. I don't know
Yeah.
why he just.
We can start now, I'm here.
You got Drooling Fest or something? You got something going on this
No, not a thing. We ain't got nothing going on. I'm just glad Jerry's here.
I know, it's been a while.
I had to fix his drainage or she wasn't gonna show up.
She wasn't going.
She couldn't
Hey,
get,
it worked.
she couldn't get,
It worked.
she couldn't get to work. It's flooded.
Yeah, I sent Jeremy a picture of that and said, I can't get to work today.
I told her I'd come get her. All right, I'm ready.
Okay, are we ready? Okay.
Jaron actually reached in there and cleaned out the inlet and water just disappeared then
Bernie,
after that.
Bernie, we're gonna start the meeting now.
It's early though, you can't start.
Okay.
Hi, Dave. How are you, buddy?
I did.
I would like to call the May 9th Plan Commission meeting to order. Roll call
Jerry Wells,
here.
Angie Claycamp,
Here.
Kendra Zumick,
Here.
Darren Ritchie, Dave Eggers,
Here.
Dan Robinson.
Here.
Don Bruce.
Here.
Dave Early,
Here.
Bernie Hausberger,
Here.
and Rick Schleibaum is not here.
Okay.
Absent.
Did everybody get a copy of the previous minutes? And are there any corrections?
Move to adopt.
Okay.
Second.
Second. All in approval, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, first case, Jeremy.
First case this evening is PCM 5-24, Tim Beinecke's petitioner. Petitioner is requesting to rezone the property at 5702 North County Road 1225 East to run auto sales and service business out of existing structure. It's currently zoned RS. He wants it to be C3.
Okay. petitioner here? Okay. Would you like to present your case?
Step up to the podium, just kind of tell us.
Give us your name, please.
My name's Tim Meineke, and I own that piece of real estate, and I just wanted to retire there, sell a few cars in my yard, because that's what I do for a living. And I sent out all these letters and to everybody that I was supposed to do. And I don't know what else you want me to tell you.
That's fine, just
Okay.
needed to hear what you wanted to do.
Do you want this letter, this thing back where I sent these? Because you said I was supposed to give you that. I found it.
Is there anyone here to speak in favor? Anybody that opposes to speak? Okay. Do you want to come up one at a time? And you have 3 minutes. Tell us your name and then go ahead and speak. Whoever wants to go first.
My name is Goldie Dykes, and I live across from that property, and we're in a rural setting, and we do not need a car lot in our area. It's a country area. The wildlife's all around us, and we don't need any more traffic on our road than what we've got.
Okay. Thank you. Next. Anybody else?
I'm her husband, John. I second everything car lot, I'm not surprised at, but they say that they want to make it otherwise. So don't want no more vehicles to the back of where they're at. Set a car out front to sell, that's okay.
Okay. Thank you.
I should reiterate, you do have a letter in your file, I forgot to mention
A
that,
couple of them.
so
Yeah. There's
make sure everybody see no too.
2 of them. Okay, come on up.
Mine's just a little thing, and it's not so much the cars or selling the cars. I don't care about that. But if you change that and rezone it to C, whatever that means, and let's say Tim sells his property and he moves away and somebody else buys it. My goodness, they could put anything in there they wanted to. That's what concerns me. Not really so much the car lot.
Okay, thank you. Oh, ma'am, what's your name? Sorry.
Nikki Schneck.
Nikki Schneck, thank you. Okay, anybody else? Oh, come on in.
They told me. My name is Anna Connor. I sent a letter, and it pretty much explains how my husband and I feel about having a car lot down the road from us. So,
And you're on that road also?
yeah, we're on the same road, just a couple houses down. So it's just a rural area, and we would like to keep it that way. Then not commercialize it. So.
Thank you.
I'm Susan Kloss, and I live 5529 on 1225, and my big concern is the corner. It's a bad corner to get out on 50 anyway, and if they put more cars there and have more people in and out, when I moved there, the 14 months that I was getting my house ready, there were 2 crosses at the end of the road. And that always reminded me every day when I try to pull out on 50 what goes on there. And I just don't think it needs any more traffic on there than there already is.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Would you like to address their questions?
There's just as much traffic right across the road from me at the old motel with all those cars there. They're already selling cars out in front of there. There's a building there that was a frame shop. That's rural also. On down the road is Batar, the restaurant. On down the road is Bailey Electric. I think that it's coming that way, and I don't know how. And then down the same road, there's a gentleman that has some sort of a construction business because he burns that road up with big trucks and trailers. And I don't know why that's any different than what I'm attempting to do. Plus, I do have the access to the highway also, not just the side road, but my address would actually be the side road. But, and I just can't imagine that no more property than I have there that I'd ever create much of a traffic problem. But I mean, I understand their concern, but I still, there's a lot of traffic across the road that's created from that motel just itself. I don't see where I'm gonna be a problem, but I understand.
Tim, are you selling cars off of there now?
No. I would like to sell one occasionally, but someone complained, so I quit doing it, so.
Okay.
And, but I mean, it's a nice place for that, and there is a lot of traffic there, and I understand what you're saying, but there's always gonna be problems there because of that motel. They slow down for that motel. I mean, I don't know how many units are over there, but it must be 60 or 70 by now.
Are those your?
Are we in the question part yet? Sorry.
I'm sorry.
No,
We gotta
well,
do this right now.
I mean, that's next.
Okay, go ahead into it, because I think that's what we're,
Okay, question by members of commission.
I'm sorry. The cars are yours there that are, I mean, in this picture, it looks like 6 to 8 cars.
Those are ones sitting in front of you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, those are my son-in-law's. He's been, yeah, those are ones he lives there, but then those are ones he was working on, yes.
Okay.
But as far as sitting anything out here for sale, I haven't been doing that since last Highway 50 yard sale. Because I had a yard sale out there on Highway 50, and that's when somebody complained, so I stopped and moved everything away.
So he's repairing these or whatever?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Mhm.
And you said you don't sell any vehicles out of there
Haven't
now?
sold anything there since last year's Highway 50
Okay.
yard sale.
Okay.
Yeah. I was trying to be compliant to not do that, so.
yeah,
Thank you.
I think the issue was he was doing it, someone called, so we sent, I believe Kelly went out, like, hey, you're not zoned to sell.
Okay.
A car for sale in the yard is different than 4 or 5 for sale.
And that's what precipitated this request?
Well, the complaint was when I had the Highway 50 yard sale, but I would still put a car out there if I wanted to, up until that point, yes. But at this point, just yesterday, there was 2 for sale in front of the motel over there. Or I called it a motel because that's what it was, but,
I've got a question if nobody else has one. Are you going for your dealer's license to be?
yes, you have to be zoned first before you can get the license.
I understand.
Yeah.
I just wanted,
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
you're going for is your dealer's license
Yeah.
to be able to sell.
I originally bought that place to retire and do that, and in the meantime, my wife wasn't ready to move, so my granddaughter moved there, so, that's my.
I don't know if the board knows, and I don't know the law inside and out, but if Dave Early sets a car in his yard for sale once every year or 6 months, you don't have to get a license to do it. But if you're gonna sell cars, you gotta go get your auto, and he has to be zoned correctly, or he doesn't get his license.
Yeah, they won't allow me to have a license unless the zoning is correct. That's exactly right.
Mr. Beinecke, sorry, we got a whole list there. Describe for me what the service side of the business.
It does, I put that on there and then I thought that's not gonna be anything, but all it would be clean up on the cars. Nothing for, no public work,
Gotcha.
nothing like that. The only thing he works on there now is his friends and family. He has a full-time job. He doesn't have a shingle out. He's not making a living at it.
Is that
Yeah,
right?
he's a peddler, yeah. Yep, that's exactly right. But I think I just wanted to make it clear that I would be cleaning up cars or, if I had to work on one inside the building, it would be me, but.
I have a question. What is the zoning for like Tyndall's? I know it's not called Tyndall's, but like in that, so I live in Snide Acres. It's right at the edge of us. It's right at Hangman's Crossing where there's a million accidents. So I'm just curious, like what's the zoning on it? It's in a residential neighborhood.
That had a variance, 1978 maybe. It was RS, and it's still RS, but that was like a variance to run a auto dealer. Don't quote me on the date, but it was long before Jeremy Gray was here. I was a little bitty.
And then the issue that was brought up what if I move or sell? Now in Jennings County, I have, even though it's zoned that way, I still have to have a special use. I still have to come back in. Is that not the way you do it? If I sold it in the morning, then the next guy just is an automatic shoe in?
Well, you're asking for a rezone, so if we rezone the property, it's zone C3. So you wouldn't have to come back.
But he can put anything in there? He doesn't have to get a
Anything that
permit?
fits in that C3
Anything
description.
that fits in the C3
Anything
category.
that's in the description?
A variance would allow you to run that until you sold it and then it's done.
I see.
So what's the difference and why didn't we ask for a variance?
I think I have to be zoned to get the
Have
license.
to ask him. I don't ask when they come.
I
They
think I
tell
have
me
to
what
be-
they want.
I think I have to be zoned to get the license.
So what's the zone, I know it's in the Jennings County, but right there by the Hayden store, there's a car lot, or there was forever, like,
Yeah, that was me.
oh. Okay.
I don't know, out of my area, don't know.
I sold that house a long time ago, but yeah.
I'm good, but I don't research.
What was
other
your
people's.
question?
I was just curious what the zoning was there.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
I
it's
done
in
the
a
same thing I'm
residential
doing here.
area.
I
Okay.
done the same thing.
Okay.
That would be my take. You want to be rezoned so you get your license.
Yeah, and I don't know, if to answer your question, I don't know if I can do it with a variance.
I don't think you can.
I think in the thing, it just says I have to have proof of zoning, proof that I'm approved for that.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have to sign your zoning affidavit that says
Yeah.
you're zoned properly for that. I
Yeah.
do it all the time.
Yeah.
For car lots.
Okay. Any more questions by the commission? No? Deliberative session? Oh.
Do I understand this, that he just can't sell cars there and not rezone it? It has to be rezoned?
To get his license, right, Jeremy? Otherwise, he can only do one a year or whatever.
To be legal, I have to have the zoning, then I take that for it, then I go to the state and I get the license.
Oh, okay.
And you can't do it without, one without the other.
I have a
Okay.
question.
Okay. Any,
Doesn't he have a car lot in North Vernon now?
No.
No? Okay, I was told he did, I don't know.
I work at Acre Automotive in Columbus.
Okay, but either way, I mean, I personally don't want a whole bunch of cars there, or I don't wanna be rezoned where something else can come in. You know, it could turn into more than just a car lot, if he sells the property, you know, and he intended to retire there, and he just said he's not retiring, his granddaughter lives there,
No,
so,
I said at the time that I finished the house, my wife wasn't ready to move.
okay.
No, if I get this guy,
Okay, let's
okay.
move forward.
Okay. Is there a final summary? I think you probably already covered it, right? Okay. We'll vote at this time.
Well,
Anybody else have
something to
anything?
say from the board? We think we went
I
pretty
think
quick
we
here.
went through.
I think we need to understand their complaints as far as what Mr. Beinecke is requesting. So he's requesting from us a change in his zoning to a commercial application, not a variance. So when it goes past this board, it goes to city council for a vote to change that zoning to C3, and then that property permanently becomes a commercially rated property. And I think that is the main concern of his neighbors, is that moving forward, that zoning continues with the property, as we all know. So, I just wanted to make sure everyone understood that what we were doing. So, go ahead.
Okay.
Madam President.
I'll just make a quick note. I do have a problem with, mainly the roadway there. It's very narrow. To me, it's narrow for the amount of traffic that's on it, and, it's just, maybe eventually this is going to go commercial, but, I just think for right now, we need to wait until the improvements get to it from the highway department before we start zoning things, commercial through here. That's just my opinion.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's vote. Anybody else?
You want a motion to vote?
No, yeah, motion to vote.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to deny.
No,
Okay.
we don't.
Well, we don't?
We just vote. We don't do that anymore.
Oh, you don't do that
Oh.
anymore?
You just vote yea or nay.
Okay.
We went through,
Told me.
we've been through this.
It's a dude.
Dan remembers, right, Dan?
I'm not saying a word.
Come on, don't let us down now.
They're all going the same way.
Hey, for the record, it was a good move.
I think so.
You.
Yep, it is.
Here, Jeremy. You're my second set of eyes here. Okay, 8-0 denied.
Okay. Now, just so you know, this is a recommendation board, so this will go to the city council with an unfavorable recommendation, but you make sure you all have to come to the city council meeting still, because they get the final vote on this matter. Okay? Just
I will say, typically, council meetings are the second and fourth Monday of every month. However, this month is different due to the Memorial Day holiday. So the council meeting where this issue will be heard is Tuesday, May 28th, in this room at 7 p.m.
7 p.m.?
Yes, sir, 7 p.m. for council.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you. Okay, Jeremy.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, ma'am.
The only other matter we have is the Plan Commission Resolution number 2024-02. It's a resolution of the City of Seymour to update the roadway classification. And
Yeah, you guys can,
Thank you.
appreciate you coming in.
Bernie, would you like to explain?
You know, I was born 2 houses away from that house, so my visitor center is gonna have to go in there at some point, so, no.
His visitor center.
Let me get over.
There's that. There's
Why
that.
would you say that? Wow. Wow. See you Monday night.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
mind-
right?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind to see that C3, and then I could put, like I said, I think that's what visitor center would be.
Bernie, are you,
How about a museum?
are you done?
I'm done.
Okay, would you explain this resolution, please?
The map Jeremy uses for functional classification is 80 something.
Probably 95.
Anyhow,
95.
we've been updating streets since then through the state highway, and they have an electronic process that we send in streets, and they approve them for functional classification, mainly for funding that we utilize for like the LPA grants that we get on like O'Brien Street or even Second Street. They all have to know what is the functional classification of the roadway, whether it's an arterial or collector, et cetera. So this would take away Jeremy's map and cause the what the state has online and what we update randomly, or when we get a new roadway like Burkhart bypass, it's not on his map right now, so he has to make a judgment call on what is that classification to some degree, whereas it's already defined in this map online with the state. So and it's we update it again, like we've changed McDonald Street to a collector over on the west side of town and that's going to hopefully get us some funding in the future. So
Can I get the Cliff Notes version of what you just said?
I'm trying.
It's fine.
But, and also there's the thoroughfare plan, like if somebody wants to put a subdivision next to an arterial, if he has it as a local street and I have it as a collector, or the state has it as a collector, he goes by his map and we don't get the setbacks that are needed for an arterial. And that's kind of what I've been throwing stones.
I've been waiting for you to say that long. I trump what you say right now, right?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I heard that.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Basically, Cliff Notes version is Bernie has a better road inventory list than I had. So I'm gonna give him credit that I think that this is a better move to go by what NDOT standards are so we can get LPA funding and all that.
I think, yeah, that's a big part is our
It
funding.
is. Bernie, I'm saying you're correct. So Cliff Notes version is, I quit using the map on my wall and I use NDOT standards.
I think that would.
And I think that'd be great.
benefit to the city.
With all we got going on, we gotta stop and vote on this. I'm sorry, did I say that? Are we still being recorded? They all got me too.
Let's get back to Bernie's Welcome Center.
Let's get back to Bernie's Welcome Center.
Did that get on, that got on?
That got on there too,
got on
yes,
there.
it did.
I don't wanna be here all night.
So, anyway, Chris says we can vote on this tonight. I prefer to go ahead and get it out of the way, but if you need time to think about it, I don't wanna rush you on anything, but it just makes sense to do it. So I'll leave it up to you guys. If somebody wants to make a motion to vote on it tonight, that'd be great, but if not,
I mean, I don't think there's a negative aspect to it whatsoever. We're just
It just
updating
updates our
records,
stuff.
and it's more of a formality to make sure moving forward, we have funding and things in place, and we're all using the same map. Is that, in a nutshell, that's your Cliff Note version, Bernie. That's all you need to say to begin with. We could have been home.
Whose map is this?
I will shut up.
That
That's
is
from
the
NDOT.
state highways map.
Well, I'm
NDOT,
looking at Shaldo Wood. That's why I didn't know, like, if that was like a real map or if somebody just, made it in paint.
so if somebody
You need a
would,
motion?
yes, if somebody'd like to make
I
that.
make a motion to vote on this tonight.
Thank you.
Oh, we don't do this?
Vote at this time.
Vote at this time. I'm so confused on this voting on.
You know what, you need to come to school meeting.
I need
Figure out
to.
practice.
Look, you haven't had any for the last 2 months.
we can't have Jerry Prattle.
Should be approved.
Tonight is easy. Approved, 8-0.
Okay, has been approved. I
Now
don't.
you get something new to hang on your wall finally.
Right, yeah, this one doesn't go to city council, I don't believe. So.
Well,
Well,
this
it-
does not,
This is just a policy change in office. I don't know,
the council will need to vote on an ordinance to change,
Okay.
language used in the thoroughfare plan ordinance that has just been updated to utilize the NDOT classification, function
so
classification.
it will go to council then?
Yep,
Okay,
yes, sir.
all right.
Okay,
You'll
Jeremy.
make sure it gets on the agenda with the,
I will. It'll be the 28th. The agenda's already been submitted for Monday, so.
Anything else?
I don't believe so unless the board has something.
Motion to adjourn? Okay,
second.
all in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. Bye. You explained it so much better.
You did a fantastic job, Bernie.
How do you go?
Without your forego and your knowledge, we could have never surmised what we did.
Thanks for digesting what I said, giving it back to.
Take care.
I haven't touched it.